Beautiful souls, this is Ashoo here, and welcome to my channel. And those of you who are already subscribed, I send my heartfelt gratitude to all of you for being with me in this journey. I create content that helps me in my spiritual growth and Kundalini awakening process as I realize that our baseline purpose of being on this planet is to grow from inside out. And in my videos, I speak from my experiences and what I learned from my journey, how to expand and stretch my awareness so that I can grow and evolve with each passing day for betterment, for creating more joy in my life, for expanding my centers of peace and freedom from where I can flow better with each day of my life. So welcome to my channel. And today's video is going to be about how to practice compassion for expanded awareness. Because if we are not growing and expanding our awareness from inside, we're not able to manifest and make positive changes in our outer world as well. So, this is one of the base universal principles that we must understand if we want to co create things in our lives that we have desired for or that we have put our intention on. We must understand the energetics of achieving things in our lives from a very centered place. And I believe that our highest purpose is to evolve our heart consciousness. And when we evolve our heart consciousness, we are living to our true potential as human beings and be of service to others when we begin to attune our attention to expanded consciousness. So let's get started, because today's topic is also going to be related to how to expand your heart center, how to bring your attention to your central channel of your heart center, because it is here that you begin to attain balance and come into your true peace and sense of freedom. So let's get started on how to expand your consciousness or stretch your awareness to reach into that part of your consciousness that can extend compassion to the self and to others. Now, before we do that, delve into the practices, some of the simple practices that we can start following each day, we must understand what is compassion. Compassion is a kind of energetic field that we create, a vibrational frequency that we connect with when we are able to sense and feel other person's perspective. And after sensing and feeling other person's perspective, we reach out to act in the ways that could be helpful to the other person. Now, we may say that we do that often in our circle of family and friends, but true compassion happens when you're able to sense and feel every human being's perspective and able to extend generosity or an act of kindness afterwards. So, empathy is a precursor of compassion, and kindness is also interrelated to the practice of compassion. Now, before we can extend compassion to others, in my journey, what I have realized and what I feel that it's very important that if you're not working on yourself on daily basis, and if you have not done enough work to reach to the point where you can start connecting with yourself and seeing your shadow as well as the lighter aspects, it's not easy to extend genuine compassion to others, because we cannot give what we don't have, right? So a lot of times when we have not done and we are not growing ourselves and we are not doing enough work on our growth, a lot of our channels are blocked and they do not have a good referencing system to even sense a lot of conditions present in our environment. So, if we truly want to be compassionate, we first have to learn to be compassionate to ourselves and expand our center of awareness around feeling compassion for the self. So let's talk about how can we give self-compassion so that from there we can feel the interconnection in the outer world and we can have that bidirectional communication, which helps us to reach our higher human potential of sensing and giving compassion to others. Now, first of all, I would say that try to delete from your vocabulary any shoulds or need to, like I need to do this or I should do this, because shoulds are the conditionals that were superimposed on us when we were small children. So a lot of shoulds when we find ourselves using, that means like I'm not doing in the present moment something that a part of me believes that I must be doing. So, what is the unconscious energy behind should or embodied in the should? The unconscious energy that is embodied in your should is a sense of shame, hidden shame somewhere, and a sense of guilt that I'm not doing what is expected of me. So I would say that language plays a very important role in how thoughts are getting processed by our brain. So every time you catch yourself saying that somebody should have, or I should have, or I shouldn't, or I don't do something, try to bring more self love for yourself in those sentences by changing it to some gentler and kinder vocabulary. Because a lot of times when we are operating in the dynamics of shoulds, this is a very good signal point for you to start working on yourself, that oh, I'm using shoulds, okay, so I really need to be more mindful here. Take a pause and ask myself that something in me is feeling it is not feeling fulfilled, right? So something in me in the present moment is not feeling fulfilled when it uses the language should. So you can do a lot of inner exploration and do self reflection or journaling or write down to explore the part of you that is sensing and feeling that sense of guilt or sense of incompletion around some action that it wants to take or it believes it wants to take, but somehow it has not been able to take. Because there's a lot of information that is hiding in this should once you start exploring it with more compassion and with more mindfulness. This part of you that is believing in something it should have done, but somehow it is not able to do that or it was not able to do that. So there's a lot of information that may come up to the surface that will allow you to let go of something that it was believing may not be true for you right now. So try to watch out, where are you using more shoulds in your vocabulary, because something that we're not able to change in the present moment acts as a baggage in our consciousness. When you say this, like, I should plan my day in a better way, it's like we're passing a judgment on ourselves and being a little harsh towards ourselves. But instead, if you can say that I'm following my pace, and I also understand that I need to take a better I need to establish a better connection with my pace so that I can help it to do better, So you're using a very helpful vocabulary and language. I think language plays a very important role in how we communicate with ourselves, and from there, how we communicate with others. If we learn how to be gentler, kinder, and compassionate in the ways we talk to ourselves, we can bring that compassion and deliver it to the outer world as well. So, this is a skill, my friends, that each one of us has to learn, and which we did not learn as children. Unfortunately, we live in cultures and societies where there's not so much emphasis in living very consciously. And that is a journey of our soulful adventure, and more mindfulness needs to be developed as we grow and take responsibility for our own wellness, for our own health, for our own happiness. I believe this is a very important step in your compassion practice, to start observing and being more present to how you are even thinking your thoughts, and where are you using shoulds more and don'ts more, or someone should have, someone don't do that or should do that. Because when we are saying don't, we are also kind of either rejecting other person, or we are not giving permission to ourselves that I don't do this, which I believe I should be doing more often. So, if we start using more compassionate vocabulary in the way we talk to ourselves, that makes a great difference in being gentler to yourself, and start to let go of. It's a very good practice for surrendering as well, surrendering what your ego is wanting to hold on to in a very habituated ways. So I believe that language use plays a very important role in the way you extend self-love or self-compassion, because once you develop these skills, then you can pass on these skills to your children, you can pass on these skills to your family members with the way you talk to yourself, and you can be gentler in your feedback that you give to others around you. So this is the first point to take home. Observe, where are you using more shoulds in your life, and start replacing them with more kinder and gentler way of talking to yourself. And second thing I would say is that create a daily practice of connecting with your heart center, because we are more in our minds, we are more analytical, we are looking more goal oriented, we are more ambitious, we are more looking forward to do this and that, and we are so busy in our daily lives in a very habituated way. So taking some mindful moments daily by centering your attention here in your center of your chest and connect it with your breathing. If you just connect your breathing and you slowly breathe out, you breathe in and you breathe out slowly, and you put your hand on your heart center. You can close your eyes and you just simply connect. And it's a very simple practice that I'm telling you. There are many advanced practices, but to start off with, you can simply close your eyes, take a deep breath in, feel the touch of your hand against your chest as you breathe out slowly. Take a few deep breaths in by sensing the touch that your fingers are giving to your heart center on your skin. Feel the warmth of it as you keep breathing out slowly. And visualize something that is dear to you in the center that brings a sense of warmth. It can be anything, your child, your family member, you feel a sense of safety with, a flower that you love smelling, or your pet with whom you feel a sense of playfulness or warmth. And just visualize them in this heart center. And you just breathe into that sense of warmth, and just focus on your breathing and a sense of warmth. that you're feeling in this moment without any thoughts, without any shoulds, or without any judgment. So as you sink deeper into the sense of warmth, and you feel the sense of warmth between the space where your palm is touching your skin on your chest, focus on this warmth you're feeling either through your visualization or underneath your skin, beneath your palms. Focus here as you expand that sensation and feeling. And when you want to come out, just gently open your eyes and look around. This is a very simple practice, very, very simple practice that you can do often, as and when you require, by sensing that you can feel a sense of warmth for yourself without attaching any conditions to them, by just focusing on the sensations, which is without any judgment, without any thought, but more focused on warmth, which is very heartfelt. So these are the two compassion practices. One is more to do with your verbal centers of your brain, which is your language centers, and another one is more to do with your more somatic or a more embodied bodily practice that you can do. So, my friends, keep practicing such practices for expanded consciousness, for expanded awareness. I hope you enjoyed these two practices. If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more such practices, and keep growing, keep shining.